Well, I think the unreliability thing is hard to argue. We had the spark plug failure, the piston failure. So yes, the engine let go. There were flaws there and weaknesses there. The Kimi thing, the number 2 driver thing, I think is more nuanced because a better number 2 might have forced Seb into less good performances. I mean, Kimi is there because Seb wants him there and he feels comfortable with Raikkonen as his second driver. And you have to view that as a package. If Seb's happy and performing well, maybe Kimi's the driver they need. And to be fair, Kimi's only really following orders. He's doing what Ferrari asked him to do. The
dilemma, of course, is, which is more important, the Drivers' Championship, i.e. Seb Vettel, keeping him happy, or the Constructors' Championship, getting as many points as you can from both cars.
In the past, for Ferrari, it was always the Constructors, wasn't it? And that would have been the thing that mattered. But now, all the eggs seem to be in the driver's basket, and that having failed will, I'm sure, have management ramifications this season.
There's some rumblings now that Arriva Beni's position may not be secure.
Well, one of the things that we hear is that Matteo Binotto, the technical director, will be elevated to a sort of joint number 1 status, a bit like Paddy Lowe and Toto had at Mercedes, although that was changed, of course, they changed that. But let's see how that one plays out. I certainly don't think we'll go into next season with the same management setup at Ferrari. It's hard to argue that Seb didn't drop it a couple of times. I mean, Singapore is the very obvious one. Baku was another moment of madness, you know, his clash with Lewis that cost him a race win, probably, or certainly a podium finish. If they look back, there'll be moments this year where they realise they simply didn't maximise the car that they had. It was frequently excellent, quite often the best car on the grid, and they didn't make the most of that machinery.
So Arriva Beni hires the 4-time world champion. The responsibility of Ferrari on his shoulders, Alonso's left. Are you surprised that he's got these failings?
No, I think it's exposed something that we've always seen with Seb, which is that flash of temper and anger, which he still can't manage.
Which Mark Webber used to talk about behind the scenes in the Red Bull days, but we never believed him, really.
Well, I'm sure Mark was quite capable of exploiting it as well, and I'm sure he enjoyed very much prompting Seb into a temper tantrum, but we saw it played out very clearly this year.